Helen Mirren is one of the most iconic actresses of the 60s and 70s, but did you know that she has kept many secrets from us for the majority of her acting career? From being raped to being brought up as an anti-anarchist, let's take a look at some of Helen Mirren's darkest secrets. At number 10, her family had a distanced relationship with Queen Victoria. Helen was born Helen Lydia Marinoff on 26 July 1945 in Hammersmith, London. She was conceived at Charlotte's and Chelsea Hospital and was the daughter of Vasily Petrovich Marinoff, who is a member of the Russian nobility, and Kathleen Alexandra Eva Matilda. Her mother was a working-class Englishwoman from East London. She came from quite an unusual family who worked for Queen Victoria in the 1800s. On the other hand, Helen's father was a Russian who migrated to Britain when he was 2 years old. Number 9. Her family changed their last names to get caught during the World War. Helen was not raised in a wealthy family. Her father worked hard to try and make ends meet by being a cab driver and playing the viola in an orchestra. But the Second World War made things harder for the family, and Helen's father started working as an ambulance driver. He was even set for duty in the East End of London. Both Helen's parents were married after World War II ended. The family changed their last name to Mirren so they wouldn't have a problem with the British state. During that period, Helen was born, and since the family had to take care of her, her father left the orchestra he was playing with and put on some extra hours working as a cab driver. He eventually transferred jobs and started working as a civil servant with the Ministry of Transport. Number 8. Mirren was brought up with Bond girl Tanya Mallet. In an interview, the actress considers her upbringing as an anti-monarchist. She was the second daughter of 3 children in the family and had one older sister who was named by her mother, Kathy, and her younger brother was named Peter. However, Helen would spend most of her time with her paternal cousin, which would later continue a career as a model and eventually become known as a Bond girl, Tanya Mallet. The girls were both raised in Leigh-on-Sea, Essex, and spent the majority of the day together. Number 7. A documentary was made about Helen even before she appeared in films. As she got older, Helen started working in the National Youth Theatre. Her talents and performance were so good she eventually got invited to join the Royal Shakespeare Company. During this time, she appeared in many projects. Between the years 1965 and 67, Helen appeared in 4 additional projects that were directed by Bravo Berry at the University Theatre in Manchester. Just 3 years later, director and producer John Goldsmith directed a documentary called Doing Her Own Thing that was inspired by Helen when she was working with the Royal Shakespeare Company. The documentary was shown on ITV networks in the United Kingdom after being made for an ATV. In the year 1972 and 73, the actress worked with Peterbrook International Center for Theatre Research and joined the group tour across the United States and even in parts of North Africa. After the tours, Helen rejoined the Royal Shakespeare Company, where she played in the 1974 act as Lady Macbeth. She also made many performances in the Aldwych Theatre 1 year later. Number 6. Helen became the most important actor in the room, even when she was absent. At the beginning of the 1980s, Helen made a return to the royal court for the premiere of A Faith Healer. Here, Helen also won many awards for appearing in star roles in a production of Manchester Royal Theatre called The Duchess of Malfi, which was originally created by John Webster. The actress was later transferred to Roundhouse Farm, London, where she worked on numerous projects. It was reported by Francis King that Helen never left anyone in doubt for her actions. He also added that even when she was absent, this charming beauty remained one of the most important characters of the story. In 1983, she made a memorable performance in The Roaring Girl, where she played as Moll Cutpurse at the Royal Shakespeare Theatre. For this performance, she was described as a radius singularity of purpose that would fill both areas of light and darkness that even Thomas Dekker and Thomas Middleton omitted. Number 5. Helen didn't like having children. In the early 1980s, Helen dated Liam Neeson before both of them finally decided to live together. The couple met in 1981 while working on a film called Excalibur. When Liam Neeson was interviewed by James Lipton, he claimed that Helen took great interest in his career and even forced him to get a personal agent. But sadly, the relationship between the two didn't work out, and just a few years later, Helen decided to get to know American director called Taylor Hackford. The couple married on 31 December 1997 but they first started dating in 1986. They celebrated their marriage in the Scottish Highlands at the Arderspear Parish Church. For Helen, this was her first and last marriage, but it was the third for the American director, who already had 2 children from his past marriages. He failed to conceive one with Helen, as she did not like having children. Number 4. The actress doesn't believe in God. Helen published her autobiography in the UK in September 2007. She called her book The Frame: My Life, Words, and Pictures. The book consisted of the actress's personal life and secrets, as well as Helen's photos of her during her career. The book has about 200 pages of printed text that reveals everything about Helen's past, mainly in the theater world and during her acting career. In an interview that took place in August 2011, Helen stated in Esquire magazine that she does not believe in God and is a devoted atheist. She also joked about her believing more in leprechauns and fairies rather than God. Number 3. Helen was raped. In an interview with GQ in 2008, the actress revealed that when she was a student, she was raped more than once. She also linked the reason for this because she attended countless parties in her 20s and got high on many medications and drugs. The actress also claimed that the only reason she stopped using these medications was after reading that drug dealers make a living from selling these pills. Number 2. The actress has her own wax figure. Just 2 years later, the actress went to Madame Tussauds London to see her waxwork for the first time. She was one of the very few British cultural icons that were chosen by Sir Peter Blake to take part in one of his most popular artworks called Pepper's Lonely Heart, which was a club band album cover for the Beatles. This artwork was done to celebrate and appreciate the most admired British cultural icons. During this time, Helen was also titled the sexiest woman alive and even made a photo shoot for Esquire magazine wearing nothing else but a jacket. Number 1. The actress loves to stay naked on beaches. Helen was one of the very few models to make it in Marks & Spencer's Womanism campaign back in 2013. She was titled as the leading lady in the campaign and appeared alongside other powerful women in the entertainment industry, such as the Olympic gold medal winning boxer named Nicola Adams, famous pop singer Ellie Goulding, and even Monica Ali. In the same year, the actress was listed as one of the best-dressed over women by The Guardian. She was invited on Radio Times to talk about all of her achievements. During the interview, she was also open to talk about her private life. Here, the actress expressed that she is a naturist at heart and loves being in natural environments such as the beach or the woods, where everyone is stripped naked. She explained that it doesn't matter if people there are ugly, old, beautiful, or whatever. Being naked just makes her feel liberated and unisexual. In 2004, Helen was also named Naturist of the Year and claimed that she is a true naturist and is her happiest while walking around on a nude beach with people of all kinds. Well, that's a wrap up for this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit that subscribe button for the daily videos like this. Thanks for watching, and remember, stay safe and keep being awesome. Until next time.